more than a mere movie. It's a magnificent screen epic, now celebrating its 50th anniversary. Tonight, the searchlights will be shining outside the Crest Theatre, beckoning a black-tie crowd to the theater's brand new big screen for a gala celebration.
A lot of people in evening clothes and, of course, a beautifully restored print of the picture.
Ted Turner spent $2.5 million to restore the classic's original brilliant colors. On hand tonight to help celebrate will be Fred Crane, who played one of the Tarleton twins that courted Scarlett in the film. The newly refurbished David O. Selznick masterpiece, with its powerful story, lavish costumes and sets, and impressive cast, never looked better. This evening will be special not only for what's happening on the screen, but for what's going on up here in the projection booth.
Lamps burning.
Meet 71-year-old James Criss, the projectionist at the Crest. Tonight, he'll be loading Gone with the Wind, just as he did 50 years ago as a projectionist in Oklahoma City. I asked him if he remembered seeing the film the first time around.
Well, you only see so much of it up here, madam. See, because you got other things to do. In other words, when I run out of a reel here in 20 minutes of showing, I got to thread this other projector or thread vice versa. So you just hop around.
He'll be busy tonight threading the projectors with the 13 reels of Gone with the Wind.
You go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So Red and Scarlett, no matter how you feel about each other, happy 50th anniversary. An epic, and James is great, isn't he, the projectionist? They're actually going to present him with a plaque tonight before the movie.
I wonder if he's seen it in all the intervening 50 years.
He probably has seen it many times. And if you can't make it tonight, Gone with the Wind will be playing at various times through March 5th at the Crest.
If you think Clark Gable is kind of synonymous with Rhett Butler, then you're in luck. Gone with the Wind is back, bigger and better than ever before. The new Technicolor 35mm version is on the big screen at the restored Crest Theatre downtown in Sacramento. Opening night drew a near-capacity crowd tonight. Tracy Bryan was there for us.
Opening night, 1939. Gone with the Wind went onto the big screen. 50 years later, it is still going. And opening night at the restored Crest Theatre, the audiences are still coming.
When Clark Gable says, "You've been kissed by Ashley and you've been kissed by Frank, but now you're going to be kissed by a real man." That's my favorite part.
When it ends and she says, "I'll think about it tomorrow." I'm waiting for her to come back and finish it.
But there will never be another movie, another time like Gone with the Wind. And perhaps that is the big attraction.
It shows the beauty of the South, the culture they had, and the richness they had in their social life and everything else. And it did go with the wind, with the war.
It's a masterpiece.
Fred Crane should know. He painted the first strokes with the opening lines of the movie.
The war's going to start any day now, so would it better?
But $2.5 billion later, it isn't the beginning, but the end that Gone with the Wind is famous for.
When Clark Gable tells Vivian Lee that he really doesn't give a damn.
But the audiences do. And so Gone with the Wind keeps going. Tracy Bryan, Channel 3 reports.
And terror lives on.
Great movie.
Wonderful.
Another story set in the Deep South is having a birthday. The 50th anniversary of the premiere of Gone with the Wind attracted lots of bright lights and celebrities at the Crest Theatre tonight. Moviegoers paid $15 in advance to see the restored classic. The tickets are paid for. A glimpse of some real civil rights costumes and a few words from one of the original actors.
It's a real memorable occasion, and it's a pristine print. I've had an opportunity to see it before, and I'm most happy to be here in Sacramento again.
Crane played the role of one of the Tarleton twins in the beginning of the picture. The movie will run nightly through Sunday at the Crest.
A fun event tonight as a little bit of Tinseltown came to Sacramento. Searchlights marked the fanfare at the entrance to the Crest Theatre. Celebrities made their way to the gala 50th anniversary premiere of the restored classic film, Gone with the Wind. Even Oscar was in attendance, one of 10 garnered by the movie. There it is. When asked if he ever thought Gone with the Wind would ever become a classic, it has. Fred Crane, one of the last remaining living actors from the film GWTW, answered quite honestly.
No, I didn't. And I didn't have the slightest idea, and there were many people who were associated with the business that didn't think that it was going to be a classic. They thought it was going to be another Civil War movie that was a big white elephant.
Aha, well, Gone with the Wind will run at the Crest through March the 5th.
Thanks to modern technology, old movie classics that would have been lost to future generations are now being restored and re-released. Two prime examples, Lawrence of Arabia and Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is premiering in Sacramento tonight at the Crest Theatre, and Dewey Hopper is there. Dewey?
Well, I sure am, Martha. And I tell you, people are walking around. We have Southern Belles, and we have Confederate soldiers and with their sabers and with their cannons, and the dignitaries are getting ready to arrive. And it's really quite an activity tonight at the Crest Theatre on the K Street Mall, the opening of Gone with the Wind. Well, you know, we were the third city in the country to get the revitalized edition. The first was in New York, Radio City Music Hall, and they sold their tickets for $100 a whack. And then the Los Angeles Museum of Art, and they sold their tickets for $75. But now it's here in Sacramento for the next 2 weeks. And tonight's the special big opening, and it's only $15 a ducat.
What are you thinking about, Scarlett?
I'm thinking about how rich we are.
Well, Ted Turner spent about $1.2 million restoring Gone with the Wind to make it look just like it did when it premiered in Atlanta in 1939. They went back to the original Technicolor negatives and made brand new copies, restored the soundtrack, and added an overture that hasn't been heard at the beginning of the picture since 1939. Well, here at the Crest, our projection room is basically a museum recreation of projection rooms of the era of Gone with the Wind. Now, the Crest opened in 1949, and it basically has the same equipment, identical equipment to what was here originally. When we came in to restore the theater, the equipment had completely been taken away. It was gutted, either stolen or something of that nature, but we put in exactly what was here before. Not because it was historically accurate, more so than the fact that those old machines actually run better than modern equipment. I mean, they've been holding up for 40, 50 years in most theaters, and they still put out a great picture. The projectionist that ran the film back in 1939 happens to work for us here at the Crest and be running it again 50 years later.
Don't you think you've had enough kissing for one afternoon?
Oh, you're impossible. You can go, and I don't care if you never come back.
But I will come back.
Now, those shots were actually taken in the theater at a special screening yesterday, and they look great. Makes you feel good when all of those activities go on. You hear those great voices like Clark Gable. Matías is with us, and Matías, you have something really special you're holding.
This is unique, courtesy of Daniel Selznick, son of David O. Selznick, the producer of Gone with the Wind. And, of course, Ron Anderson. We have the actual Academy Award presented to David O. Selznick for Best Picture, 1939, for Gone with the Wind.
That is the original Oscar, and you can't touch it unless you wear gloves, from 1939 for Best Picture. Now, the Gone with the Wind is going to play 2 weeks here at the Crest Theatre. All the activities tonight, special events. Are there more tickets?
There are about 200 tickets left for this evening, and many tickets for the rest of the engagement through March 5th, available at the box office just before showtime, but not in advance.
Showtime's at 7 o'clock if you want to rush on down here, Marcia.
Okay, thanks an awful lot, Dewey. Looks like a classic evening.
Never get tired of seeing Gone with the Wind.
You go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So Red and Scarlet, no matter how you feel about each other, happy 50th anniversary.